It's Stefan Pape from Hey You Guys. I'm going to begin with you, Margaret. I'm just wondering what it was that initially attracted you to this project and to this character as well.
Oh, well, I got to see some of the drawings and hear some of the songs in Shanghai a couple of years ago with the studio, and I was so moved by it, and I really wanted to be a part of it. But I really fell in love with it. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful movie, and I'm so excited to be in it.
And Ken, did you get the chance to see kind of animations or even just rough animations of your character before voicing it? And does that sort of change the way you approach it at all?
To my memory, yeah, I think I saw some sketch art, and then it later on evolved into something that incredibly realized in full. Yeah, it does inform me a little bit. I think it's also trusting the process of the development of animation, which I really love doing, because you really get to use your imagination, and you're not constricted by anything, that's a part of me live. But so there's something incredibly liberating about doing this, and it's really due to the producers and Glenn, the director, to kind of really guide me through the process.
And Margaret, I was speaking to Cathy, and she said that it was a real privilege to share her culture through her art. I was wondering if that's a notion that you, or a statement that you kind of agree with, the idea of share, because this film is very sort of celebratory in regards to kind of Asian culture.
Absolutely. I think it's so important to share culture through art. And, we haven't really been able to. I think that Asian culture is something that we've been really unable to share through this kind of medium. So this is really special. And something like this is really meaningful. And so I'm so grateful that we get to share it with such a big audience. This is really awesome.
And Ken, if you've seen the movie back, are you able to enjoy it like an audience member would, because you're just a voice character? Because I'm assuming when you sort of star in something, it might be quite hard to have that emotional kind of disconnect that an audience member would have. But when it's just a voice, are you able to just sit back and enjoy it like I would?
I actually was able to watch it with my wife and kids, just screening, and it's just, so I'm always able to try to, like you said, to your point, have two lenses and watch it with, watch it as a fan, and then to do the work. So I really enjoy watching this, in totem, because I take my own kind of expectations out of it, and just in terms of like, oh, I could have done this better. I could have done this better. But it's just from start to finish, this is one of my favorite projects I've ever done, and one of the most important.
Yeah, Margaret, what's it like to do an animation like this? Because obviously I've spoken to many sort of voice artists and stuff before, and it sounds like it can be quite an isolating experience. Is that the case, or do you feel like you are still around a lot of people when you're working?
I think for me, like, it was really something that felt very, very familial, because Glen Keane is such a talented director, and he can really make it feel very warm and inviting. So it never felt isolating. It never felt lonely in the booth, because he was so much a part of the process. He helped really bring in the sort of emotion that you needed, even though you were just by yourself there. He was like giving you what you needed. I really was so supported in the process. So I was really moved by that, and that really helped me a lot.
Yeah, and Ken, as we sort of touched on before, I mean, this is an all Asian cast, which is still such a rarity these days. How important is it, and grateful are you that an animation like this is being made that allows so many opportunities for Asian American and Asian actors around the world?
Oh, I love it. I think it's great. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. The cultural specificity is what drew me to the project. So to me, it's beyond important, and there should be more. Absolutely.
I kind of have to ask as well, because I just loved it, and it was so big over here, but it was The Masked Singer. I was just wondering, just quickly, because it was so much fun to watch. I assume you had so much fun doing it as well, and also just wanted to know how you came to be involved in the UK version of it.
Oh yeah, the UK version. It was so much fun. I met the producers while we're doing it, from the UK, while we're doing the American Masked Singer. So it was just kind of it was just kind of it's just kind of an organic thing that just happened kind of naturally. So no, it was an honor to be alongside like Rita and Jonathan and Davina and Joel Dommett. It was incredibly great. And then also here in the States, Margaret was on The Masked Singer. You
I
could
was
tell the
really
story.
scared that
You could
I thought
tell
he
the
was gonna
story.
I thought he was gonna recognize my voice, because Ken and I have known each other for 27 years. So it's like such a crazy thing that he didn't recognize my voice. But I think that you're just not gonna think that they're gonna put somebody that well into a mask,
Yeah.
because you just like, oh, they wouldn't do that,
It wouldn't.
So I was just thinking, okay, he's just not gonna think, oh, it's not gonna be that obvious. It's not gonna be that obvious. So it was very tricky. Very tricky.
Well, Margaret has an incredible voice. She did an incredible job, and I had no idea that she was a contestant. And when she revealed herself, I was embarrassed. And then she said, like out of all people, I thought you would just pick it up just like that, because I know her so well. And so it's not just in the UK where I'm the dumbest judge on The Masked Singer. In America, I'm also stupid.
No.
I reckon my mum could be on The Masked Singer, and I still wouldn't believe it. Anyway, thank you so much for your time today, guys, and best of luck with the movie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!